My papa done told me, my mama done told me to. The girl you gonna have, but she ain't no good for you. Well, that's alright. Well, that's alright. Well, that's alright now, my mama. Any way you do. Now I have 3 more songs in this shop when I want to lane tonight. You're nice people here back in Moyvane. That's it. Oh, well, I lost some soul, what's wrong with me? I'm a chill like a man on a Thursday street. My friends say, why so bad? I'm in love. Ooh, I'm on sugar. Oh, yeah. Oh, and my friends all crazy, he's all weak. I can't seem to stand on my own 2 feet. Who do you think would have such luck? I'm in love. Ooh, I'm on sugar. Oh, yeah. Well, I'm a little bit stuck, I'm feeling fine. Can't seem to stand what's on my mind. Who do you think you will? Well, bless my soul, what's wrong with me? I'm in like a man on a Thursday tree. My friends say I'm acting wild as a bug. I'm in love. Ooh, I'm on sugar. Oh, yeah. Well, since my baby left me.
Johnny B. darling,
you're gonna get married on Sunday, if that will suit you well. You're gonna get married on Sunday, if that will suit you well.
could we get married anything sooner? Oh, Johnny B. darling, could we get married anything sooner? Oh, Johnny B. darling.
You're gonna get married on Friday, if that will suit you well. You're gonna get married on Friday, if that will suit you well.
And who will we have at the wedding? Oh, Johnny B. darling, who will we have at the wedding? Oh, Johnny B. darling.
We'll have your father and mother, if that will suit you well. We'll have your father and mother, if that will suit you well.
Could we have it anything better? Oh, Johnny B. darling, man. Could we have it anything better? Oh, Johnny B. darling, man.
You want the whole congregation, my woman, I think you're mad. You want the whole congregation, my woman, I think you're mad.
And what will we have for the breakfast? Oh, Johnny B. darling, man. What will we have for the breakfast? Oh, Johnny B. darling, man.
We'll have red herrings and pancakes, if that will suit you well. We'll have red herrings and pancakes, if that will suit you well.
Could we have it anything better? Oh, Johnny B. darling, man. Could we have it anything better? Oh, Johnny B. darling, man.
You want the white cabbage and bacon, my woman, I think you're mad. You want the white cabbage and bacon, my woman, I think you're mad.
And what will we have for the bedding? Oh, Johnny B. darling, man. What will we have for the bedding? Oh, Johnny B. darling, man.
We'll have us up a straw in the corner, if that will suit you well. We'll have us up a straw in the corner, if that will suit you well.
Could we have it anything better? Oh, Johnny B. darling, man. Could we have it anything better? Oh, Johnny B. darling, man.
You want me to roll you in feathers, my woman, I think you're mad. You want me to roll you in feathers, my woman, I think you're mad.
And when will we have the 2 children? Oh, Johnny B. darling, man. When will we have the 2 children? Oh, Johnny B. darling, man.
We'll have them when God will send them, if that will suit you well. We'll have them when God will send them, if that will suit you well.
Could we have them anything sooner? Oh, Johnny B. darling, man. Could we have them anything sooner? Oh, Johnny B. darling, man.
You want to we have them this minute, my woman, I think you're mad. You want to we have them this minute, my woman, I think you're mad. So why don't you get the tram and take on the...
And then they come to free travel. They're not that one. You get the free travel. Yes, I said my own mind, another travel is only gone one way, and the free travel, they're not the conservative like. But they'll tell you about this age, you know, she qualified for the free travel. But I didn't give anyone like I've never seen. She was very grand in herself. Very grand. She wore them thick ring glasses. They're not them thick. But no little velvet glasses nowadays days. So the thick ring glasses. And she qualified for the free travel. And with the free travel, you can have a companion. But you see, she was mad about dogs and she had this palm and he was up trying and shy. And rather than bring a companion, she took the palm everywhere she went. In the bus, the train, the loose and the dart. She had the palm everywhere with her. But one day in Limerick, she was going from the Limerick station, Calder station, to the junction. And the train was packed to capacity. You couldn't get any more on this mucky farmer came on the train. Do you remember the lad with the donkey jacket along the road? The fellow with the donkey jacket and the tall long Wilsons, and he was sticking his hand. And you see, he was going to the junction because he had a farm and ended the junction and he wanted to count his cattle. And he came in and he stuck the smoke in his pipe. And you remember the bindigo long ago and the aroma, the big out of the bindigo, it was boo, it was going up in there. And of course the lady was reading her book with the big glasses and a little palm was sitting up near her. And after a while, the palm with the aroma out of the tobacco, the tears started bawling down his eyes. She said, she said, would you ever get rid of that pipe? Do you see what you're doing to my dad? It's a disgrace. She said, look at my little palm. She said, it's an awful state. She cut the pipe. She flung it out the train, opened the window and flung it out. And if she did, he caught the palm, and he threw it out the window. They arrived at the junction anyway, they came off. And she went straight over to meet the station officer. And did you ever see a referee with a tough decision? Father, it was a pint or a goal, it was out over the line about this, and he brings all his umpires in together. And they're in a big huddle, and she's having her side of the story, and he's having his side of the story, and you never guess what happened. You never guess what happened. Then the pool come running up. He caught up with him. And what was in his mouth? No, his tongue was hanging out.
So you start playing with Dr. Facebook and it says, hello, my name is Tanya Garner. Can I ask you a few questions? Are you in court today? No, he said I come out for a cigarette. My uncle is in court. My uncle is in court. He worked on the roads with the county council for 40 years. He says, and they're accusing him of stealing. Oh, Christ. And how did I find out that? Well, he said the guards had dumped his house and all the signs were there. I was outside the garden one day, folks, and I was doing a bit of work. And the wife came out and she said, are we going or are we not? And I said, where are we going? She said, we're going to the barbecue. Now, as you can see, I love my barbecue. And I said to her, look, she totally forgot. So I went upstairs, I had the best shower you've ever seen in your life. And when I came out into the bedroom, the wife had this stand-up mirror. And it was like I was passing. Who's your name? Myself. And it was so embarrassing because when I went swimming in Ballybunion this year, now I know that I wear the towels as you should, right? But I wore a shirt as well. And this is what happened. I could do with a little slim. I took my shirt off when I was swimming, and I haven't seen my toes since 24. The old lady wants a roll in the hay. I turned the lights down all the way, 'cause I don't look good naked anymore. No, I don't look good naked anymore. I'm a double-sized version of the man I was before. If I keep on the way I'm going, I won't fit through the door. Now I don't look good naked chop a heifer down with one hand. Now I can't do the things I used to do before. Well, it all kind of started slow. You could say I let myself go. Now I don't look good naked anymore. No,
village near Kerry lived Buchalma named Mihal Noor, an only son of 34. When work was done at the end of day, he'd settle down with cup on tea and never felt the urge to roam or spend the evening time alone. His intellectual needs were drawn from books like Pig and Aesop, and so it was, being in, being out, our Mihal never much ventured out. Now meanwhile, up in Bala Ahratiyah, a colleague had a bright idea. When Leon Tessira, time came by, decided she would like to try. Our Björkjun, Markarro, no fun food, not fat to go. And then to meet, bathed meat, no fun food, not fat to go. And bade her find herself a man. Our brave Cuchulainn of the West, with his holding, no, I'm going wrong, 1 second now. He'd asked him one last question, and he says to the three of them anyway, he says, what is the fastest moving thing on earth? And Paddy Scotsman was first. He said, I'd say light, he says. I'd say to walk into a dark room, he says, and turn on the light. Very good, says Magnus. Very good answer. Then comes to Paddy Englishman. Well, Paddy, he says, what do you think is the fastest moving thing on earth? Paddy Englishman thinking, he says, I'd say a thought. To think, he says. That's the fastest moving thing on earth. Very good, says Magnus. It looks like we're heading for another draw. He comes to Paddy Irishman. Well, Paddy, he said, what do you think is the fastest moving thing on earth? I don't know, says Paddy, but I'd say an old shot of the diarrhea. And could you explain, says Magnus, could you explain? Well, he said, I was aside in bed last night, he says, and I got a shot of the diarrhea, he said, and I didn't get time to think, let alone turn out the light.
Get a that tall away with each other. But the man got sick and then lost a flu. But that time, like, the doctor wouldn't be called in the soul very bad. So I called the doctor and he went up and examined him and they were waiting below for the result. And I asked him how was he like, and this is the doctor. He is not too bad, but I don't like the look of him. Yeah, this is the wife. That's not the only one I always had to say to. When I walked in there, the hall reminded me of the halls long ago when they were doing, like, you know. And there were the girls would be sitting at one side, and the boys would be sitting at the other side. And you know, some of them would have their girls before it, and they'd be dancing away, but then they'd actually dance like. And the trouble was that the dance would go across, and if there was, you know, I forgot a refusal from one girl, she's dead on refusal, they and you know, the excuses that big, and that might be the girl, oh, I have an awful thought, I can say I would be able to know for a dance in the car. Oh, that's grand. So I know that's another girl and she said, I'm waiting for a fella. He was to be here an hour ago, and I've had to delay him to do the nash dance, you know. And then going down the line, someone might say, oh, I know, the whole band is no, we couldn't dance to them. But they would be giving up. Eventually, wouldn't the girl or the thing wouldn't dance at all. And she'd say, fine, I'll help you with the dance. And you know, you'll be taken by surprise, and you wouldn't be able kind of, you'd have no words like, and you might be out of line with the dancing as well. She'd be going one way, and you'd be near a tug of war at time. The slow dance would come on in, and they'd be settling into it, you know, like. And I'd know they'd be hoping that it wouldn't stop. And we'd be trying to think of something to say. And I couldn't tell this at home, you know, I would actually eat. You're finishing, you know, if I, when anyone would get together, like, and said the wrong thing. And I said to her, you're after it, Ningans. How would you know? I knew no, I said the wrong thing when I said it. And this is, I smell them from the reflect, you see, and they're still dancing away. And she says to me after a bit, you're after eating cabbage. And I said, how do you know that? Oh, so she didn't feel the stump up against me. That's the great thing about rambling house. And I would get to work back, we'll say with the people, and says, I'll get to laugh, of course, but if we were up instead, you know, after paying 60 quid to come in, like, and I have to give that is Cloyd and Donald Cloyd, and then I'll go home and I'll say, it was a great show, and the only reason it was good because I paid 60 quid to go in. But that's what rambling house, but I tell you another one, do not. More sanity. There was this little nun, and she would always clean out the church and get everything ready. But for the feeling bad, he went to the bad day, you know, like today, and I couldn't get much worse. And things wasn't going right at all, so what he went in and he had a few prayers. And didn't he see her coming on? And she lighted one a big candle, and he said to her, she said, is that a special prayer or after? Said, no, said she. Nothing at all to do. There's a hush woman this evening. She said, he's a little local, and we're lighting a candle. We have money on him. Will you give me the name of the hush? And she did. And by Christ, didn't the hush win? And I was delighted. And he came back the following day, and the big candle he wrote it himself. He lit it, and he had another horse woman. The third day when he came in, you see, he said, we can't be bad now. And just there was no name, there was no big candle around, but there was a couple of small ones around. And he was a clever man now. He said, if I put 6 of them together, I'd want a big candle. And he lit the 6 of them, and just the horse and he was bad. Awful disappointed. But he went back the following day, and the little nun was going around, and he said to her, do you know what to say? He had no big candles yesterday, and I put 6 of them together, and I lit them, and I back the house, but the house didn't win. I was a sheer hope of that house win, wasn't there for the greyhounds? Well, I tell you so, lads, that was the big family girls, and you know what, they were waiting for the little boy to come, and nothing was happening. In fact, the girls were waiting to send him, you know, with a brother to him, that was married, and just when you would be thinking, just in injury time, like the match today, didn't a little boy commando well, they were delighted. A young man, like, and 7 sisters and the open talk of excitement. Oh, they were all coming from all angles, or say, to see this lovely baby. So there was a workman there at the time, and you know, the farmer used to help him, but the workman had all the work to do then account of all the tatarara inside, because naturally enough the parents had been there to welcome the visitors, and of course there was a pound left as well, you know. So the child. So anyway, just things were, but there was a woman about 6 months after. There was a woman down in the church, and she came out, she said to the workman, and he was fed up with this whole business because he had quite a lot to do no work and doing everything for like. So the woman said to him, "That's great excitement to go to the house." Well, he might hear the table. Yes, he said, and he did, and he said, "That is." And she said, and they called him after the grandfather. Oh, they did. And did they say who he looked like? Yes, I said, do I know? They have so much looking at the lower part that they didn't even look at his face.